Welcome back everyone, so this is part 2 of our trip over to the US. In the first video we explored Portland Retro Gaming Expo. This was an absolute blast to check out, and in this video we're going to show you exactly what we picked up there. So if you haven't seen part 1, check that out. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and tell us what you think of these pickups. And without further ado, let's get into it.
We went to America and we got some games, and these are the games that we got.
Hey!
If you listen to the most recent podcast, it was an absolute shit show, so I have came prepared and listed all my games in chronological order. James is just going to wing it, so that means the video is going to be about an hour and a half long. So
pretty much.
James, Joey starts off.
Right, so my first game I bought in Portland, but it didn't technically come till recently, because when I was over there, one of the biggest games I was looking for was a game called Hexy's Force. Now, I searched absolutely everywhere for this game, and it was nowhere to be seen. So I ended up having a friend order it from American eBay and have it sent to the UK. So my first game is Hexy's Force.
You literally could have just have ordered it for American eBay at any fucking point in time in the last
Believe it or not,
5 fucking years. Like,
believe it or not, though, right? I was hoping that I'd find it in America, but it just didn't happen. So believe it or not, it's actually cheaper to order it from an American account than it was to order it from here. So
technically, you did find it in America because you found it in America on American eBay.
Exactly,
and
that was my
shipped
logic.
For America, so it technically did count. So, Hexy's Force, very good. I'm no jealous in the slightest because I bet shit PSP game. Speaking of shit games,
here we go.
So this is the first game I picked up, and this was in Popular Line Games in Portland, and it's the lenticular version of Majora's Mask. So I don't know how well that's going to pick up there. I basically got this because it's a cool label, a cool variant of one of my favourite games, and I wanted it. I think it was a Toys R Us exclusive, but I'm not entirely sure. But that was my first game, my favourite game of all time. And it's very fancy.
Very fancy, yeah, it's very cool.
So I picked that.
First game, Portland.
First game, first day Portland. Worst game ever. But
well,
next.
There you go. There we go. So, my next thing was an accessory for the PlayStation 1, but it wasn't anything that you could have bought back in the day. It is a Mem Card Pro. So this is basically a memory card for the PlayStation 1. I'm not sure if it works for PlayStation 2. I think it does. Yes, it does. And you're able to basically put an SD card in there, and it works with Wi-Fi, so you can download and transfer stuff. So this is for an upcoming project that's hopefully going to start very soon. So I saw these. It was actually cheaper.
For about a year.
Oh, I know. I'm still waiting on the stuff for it. But my point is that it's for an upcoming project. And I was looking at these online, and they were about $30 to $40 online, and they were going to cost a lot to ship over. So I seen it there for $25, and I thought I had to have it. So yeah, that's my next pickup.
I knew I had to hit.
I did.
So the second game I picked up was in Popular Line Games again, and this was one I've been after for a while. And buying these games over here is fucking crazy money. So in the States, I picked up nice and cheap because I am going to also be halfway through a project very soon to play these games over here. So the second game I got was Metal Gear on the NES. Another world famous franchise that started its life on the Nintendo system. So again, I've been after this for a long time, and it's just coincidence that the Metal Gear fucking Volume 1, whatever the hell it's called, collection has came out, because I was after this for a while. So I actually played this, and it's fucking hard. Like, I don't care what anybody says, this is fucking solid. I don't know, it's just because I'm shit, but Metal Gear on the NES, very excited.
Me. Well, mine's a twofer for the next one, because when we went over to Portland Retro Gaming Expo, one of our favorite YouTubers was there, Mr. John Riggs. So I picked up his serial book, and yeah, BB's too. So I was super chuffed. What a nice guy. He also signed this for me, which is awesome, and I'm super duper chuffed with it. And
we may as well talk about it together, because I also picked up Yeah Beavis too. Mine was on the second day of the expo though. You got yours the first day, did you?
Yeah, the first day. Yeah, it was one of the first things that I did at the con. But yeah, he even wrote that I rule in it. Look at that.
It's
Look at
because
that.
you do, James. It's because you do.
Yeah,
It's
I
funny
proper
because like
fanboy with
when
that.
I met him, I fucking shat the bed entirely, like completely fucking fangirled, and was just like, "Oh my god, you're so handsome, and I love you so much, and thanks for everything, and I love your series, and I love your YouTube, and blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
And then he signed my. Oh shit! I never should get that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should show off the thing that he signed for you. Didn't say Graham ruled though.
No, they just said thanks for your big dick. But I got him
Yeah.
to sign my copy of Link to the Past on the NES because this was one of the first games that I fixed using his chip swap method, so I got that. But when he was doing that, I was kind of chatting to him, and I was like, "Okay, see you later," and I walked away, and then I completely fucking forgot to pick the game up, and I was like about 20 yards away from him, and I was like, I can't fucking go back now and be like, "Oh, I meant to pick up a copy of your game." So I was like, I'll go back tomorrow, I hope. But yeah, Beavis 2, very good game. I've actually played this on something else that I picked up, so
Yes, yeah, we'll go into that in a minute.
I'll continue with my next game. So the next game I picked up then, this was in the very shop in which you're wearing the t-shirt from, the Retro Game Trader. Thank you so much to Andrew for hooking me up with the t-shirts. They were amazing. Apparently can't get them anywhere nowadays. So massive thanks to that.
Exclusive.
And I probably should have put that in the pickups, but we got the t-shirts. Actually, I'm going to flip it, so it's going to be over there. Got the t-shirts.
You got those t-shirts.
James is annoyed at how much free shit I got when I was over there. Anyway.
Yeah, honestly, hold on, no. Can I just say the Americans love the Scots,
They fucking
not so much the Welsh.
Yeah.
They were like,
No.
remember you were like, oh, he's from Wales. The amount of times they were like, oh, he's from Wales, and they turned around and go, okay, oh, so you're from Scotland.
That happened like 4 times. And
A day, yeah.
And Melissa, John Riggs' wife, was very happy to see it. She was very delighted.
True.
She was delighted.
That's true. Yeah,
but anyway,
this is true.
In Retro Game Trader, I actually picked up a couple of things, but the first thing I'm going to show is Nightmare Creatures on the Nintendo 64. This is an NTSC exclusive, one that I've been after for a while. It's not the best game, but it's one that I remember my brother got the demo with the PlayStation magazine, and I remember I played the absolute shit out the demo, and I loved it. And then when I found out there was the NTSC version,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
No, it's good. Like it's like a survival horror setting, like
No, I know the game. I didn't realize it
came
come up on N64.
But there's a second one as well. I don't know if it came out on N64, but Nightmare Creatures survival horror. It's not the best. It's alright. But again, I was just after kind of, NTSC exclusives, cool ones anyway. And this was one of the first ones I got.
Excellent. Well, speaking of NTSC exclusives, here's another one. I didn't even know this game existed. This is Dungeon Maker 2 for the PSP. So, as far as I'm aware, it's like a dungeon building game, and you play it, basically. I've not played it yet. Go on.
I'm going to ask a stupid question. Is Dungeon Master 1 on PSP as well?
I honestly don't know, because I didn't even know this existed. I just saw it. It was $20, and I was like, oh, I want that.
No. It'd be fun if that was like. It'd be fun if that was like the American version of a game you've already got. Like
it would
names
be.
are different sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this is actually this fucking game. Shit.
Yeah. And I got that from the Side Quest Games stall. Just
that was at the expo, was it?
Yeah. These were all pretty much at the expo, bar a few. Bar a few. Yeah. Yeah.
So the next game that I got, continue with the NTSC exclusives, and I thought I had all the wrestling games. I was delighted that I had all the wrestling games, but it turns out there are 2, was it 2 or 3? I can't remember. NTSC wrestling exclusives. I only managed to pick up one, and it's a lovely blue cart, and it's Backstage Assault WCW.
A lot of that went on in Portland.
This game is absolute fucking garbage. I've played this.
Is it bad?
Horrendous. The only wrestler I've wrestled is DDP. This is so bad that every time I tried to capture footage for it, it kept failing. And then when I tried to emulate it, kept failing. Then when I tried to capture it off the cart, it kept failing. So even my PC didn't want to have anything to do with this. I like this a blue cart. It's an NTSC exclusive, and again, that's the reason I got it, because I want all
There
the
you
wrestling
go.
games. I think I'm
There
still
you
too
go.
short, but hey-ho.
Fair enough. Well, we're going to stick with the American exclusives because I actually picked up a game, and I was aware of this when it was one I was looking for. So this is ZHP, which stands for... What was it standing for again? No, I don't know. Unlosing
Zoo Hospital Project.
Ranger versus Dark Evil Man, whatever that is. It's an NIS America game. I've seen this, and yeah, it was just one of those ones that I was looking for, and I managed to pick it up for a really good price. They had 130 on it, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave that. Nah, that's a little bit too high for my blood. And the guy was like, look, I just want red. Nobody likes PSP, and I was just like offended, but whatever. He's like, nah, man, just take it off me. Take it off me for 100. It's fine. Go on, have it for that. And I was like, okay. Little did he know that I was just going to circle around and come back and buy it again anyway.
Builds on him.
I know. Well, you know, haggling is
The
a thing.
only sucker who would buy the game for 100 quid. He's probably delighted. He's like, this fucking foreign guy, I don't know, this English guy, I don't know where he is. He came and bought the game for 100. I just added the 0 at the end. It was only meant to be a tenner. This fucking
that is about right. It's a pricey game. It's anything NIS America, so the little NIS thing. Anything with that thing on tends to make it a little bit more expensive. So yeah.
Like,
Either way.
to be fair, he's right. Nobody likes PSP. So the next thing I picked up. So when Robin, we met our beautiful friend. We met our beautiful friend Rob, who's NG Retro on Instagram. So me and him went on an adventure to meet his buddy, and when we're kind of out exploring with him, he was generous enough to bestow upon me this next item, and we're kind of chatting about the whole thing, and he went back to his place, and he asked me just randomly, he was like, what's your favorite Zelda game? Because we were talking about Zelda, and I was like, Majora's Mask. Like, basically, even taking a breath, I was like, Majora's Mask, because it's amazing. And he just kind of disappeared into his room. And it came back out 2 seconds later, and he's like, I'm going to give this to you because I know you'll appreciate it, and just take care of it. So I was like, cool. And then he fucking pulled out this absolutely, like, near pristine copy Nintendo Power with Majora's Mask in it.
That is so cool.
I'm not even want to take out the fucking the wrapper or anything.
You can download the PDF and just read that.
That's literally what I was thinking. But he was saying there's like a Gengar card inside it, or there's a Pokemon card inside it. I can't mind.
Oh.
And then he was like, if you want, check the value when you get it. You don't have to, but check the value. And I was like, it's not expensive, is it? And he was like, just check it. So I never checked it, but he hinted as to how much it was costing, or how much it was gone for.
Oh dear.
And I was like, for fuck's sake, man, you can't give me this. He's like, take it. So I was like, I'm madly in love with this guy now, so.
And then you did take it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Then I did take it in mere wisdom.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what we're hinting at.
Right, okay, so my next game is a limited run game, because limited run sucks absolute donkey's balls over here. Well, no, it sucks everywhere. Just in general. They just take forever to get here. And it was a game I was looking at, and I thought, yo, I want this. So it's for the PS4. It's called Super Smash. And I got this in Pink Gorilla Games for $25. Basically, it's like a mix mash of all different games. So there's like loads of different styles that you can make.
Is that an N64 cartridge on the front?
It's some kind of NES N64 type dealio.
That looks very much like that.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Actually, hold on. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I picked this up, and it just seemed like a really cool game because you can play like platformers and RPGs, and you just mix and match basically to what type of game you want to play. I thought it was cool, worth a shot for $25, and it's limited run, so it's not something that I'm ever really going to find over here anyway. So yeah, picked it up.
And I had no idea that the PS4 was region locked until you told me when you picked up your PS4 games. I had no fucking idea. That's fucking madness. The
only thing with that is if you wanted to play a game and it has DLC, that's when it becomes region locked. But things like that, they're all on there. So it's not a big deal. Cool. So I'll pick up games that are just on the disc. I won't bother with anything that's got DLC on it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So this next game I got was when I finally met DJ Bob, because I disappeared the day they arrived. But he was so kind to give me Zelda on the NES, the beautiful gold one. This is another game I've been after for forever, but in the UK and Ireland, getting this at a reasonable price it's not going to happen. Like, so he was an absolute gentleman and gave me this, and I love him to bits for it. So Bob, thank you so much for giving me my beautiful shiny gold Zelda.
It is a really cool car, I will say.
I fucking love it.
Yeah. As we're on the DJ Bob hype train, he also gave me 2 of his games. One of which was Mario 3 on the NES.
Mario game.
Arguably one of the best, the gold standard. Yeah, I know, it's really cool. And the other one was I finally got my hands on a NTSC Super Nintendo copy of Street Fighter. So I was delighted with that. I'm very happy.
I was going to try and get that game as well.
Well, this one.
But I wasn't there, so it's my fault. So.
Well, that boyo. But thank you very much to DJ Bob for that.
Alright, Bob. Thanks, man. It's
legend.
Right, so now we're rolling into day 1 of the expo for me. So, again, I was kind of going and just looking for the NTSC exclusives and just a couple of cool bits that was, I wasn't really looking for anything massive for the collection. So, rocking about. And I was looking for this to go with the Zelda Gold cart is Zelda 2 on the NES. Again, finding this at a decent price over here, that's not going to happen. Wandering about a bit, finally found Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, which is the last game that was released on the N64. Again, I don't know how, but they've somehow managed to make Tony Hawk worse on the N64. I
was going to say, I didn't even know that was an actual thing. I didn't even know you picked that up.
It's almost unplayable. Like, it's so fucking
Oh, really?
So fucking bad.
Oh, dear.
It might be alright, but it's just the fog in it's fucking crazy. Like, they've tried to render the stages as much as they could. Like, the fog, Nintendo fog. It's like fucking, it's 3 feet in front of you.
The PlayStation has fog too.
Well,
it's all about that, yeah.
Then I picked up Harvest Moon 64. No my kind of game, but again, it was an NTSC exclusive, and, it's just a cool game to have. And then, the wandering about, I got these 2 sexy as fuck Retro Fighter controllers. One.
I'm gutted I didn't pick one of those up.
This is fucking amazing. This is gorgeous. So this is meant to be for PC and Switch. But your boy here is using it to play his N64 because I didn't play by your rules, Retro Fighter. So it is just a Bluetooth controller, so you can just connect it to a Bluetooth fucking connector. And then I got a wireless GameCube controller.
That's really cool.
It's very nice.
What's the thing with that? What's the deal with that? Who's that by? Is that Retro Fighters as well?
Retro Fighters as well, aye.
Oh,
so
okay.
basically, I was looking for a Wavebird. Mind, I was schooling that boy at the table.
Oh yeah.
Then I think it was KB that bought one. KB got one of these, and I was like, "Fuck, that's nice."
Yeah.
And then I went back to the desk. And then it was like one was 30 and one was 20. Then he was like, "Oh, I just give me 30." So I was like, "Okay." Then like, I don't know if he even looked at the prices. I just went, "I'll just pick up these 2 controllers," and he was like, "I 30." And I was like,
bargain.
Okay. And then just kind of took them, put them in my bag, and just like
deals all around.
Fucking delighted with that. And then this was based entirely on you, because I spotted it at the start of the expo. Couldn't fucking find it for the life of me until I finally bumped into you again at the end. I was like, I came across this. I can't fucking find it. I don't know where it is. I think it's gone. So I finally picked up a Mii U Mini Plus because of the amazing video that James and KB done. This prompted me to get this. First impressions, I'm going to do a video on this as well, but the first impressions of this, I was like, it's alright. Like, it's, it doesn't do anything different than every other handheld emulator does. But they made them playing it. They made them enjoying it. So
I think it does quite a few things that their emulators don't do, though. That's the thing.
I don't know. I'm still digging into it a wee bit to kind of see how far it goes. But that was the end of day one for me for the Expo. I was walking out with this thing. And I've got all set up, I've got all the ROMs loaded that I want just now. So, keep your eyes peeled. There's more Miu Mini content coming for the betas.
Yeah.
So that was day one, James.
Cool. Right. So, I'm not in day one mode. I'm just going for it. So, obviously, we went to Pink Gorilla Games and I picked up Secret of Mana. We did a challenge on this. Video will be linked down in the description below. Check that out. Very cool game. Can't wait to properly play it. Or somewhere. Cards or whatever, yeah. Again, DJ Bob being a stellar guy. So, funny little story. When John Riggs went down to Utah, he visited a game that is literally very close to DJ Bob. And just so happens that in the video, I spotted a game that I needed. So I said to Bob about it. I didn't ask him anything about it. I just like, oh, I can't believe this game's bloody in this game store near you. And he was actually right down the road from there. So he was like, I'll go see if it's still there. And he picked it up. So he got me work, time, fun. Also known as WTF. So thank you for picking that up for me, Bob. It's again a game that I've been after for a little while. Awesome. Another a lot of these are PSP, by the way. So another PSP game that I really wanted for I wanted for a long time, and you know I've wanted this for a long time, is Hammerin' Hero. I finally got my hands on it. It was $120. I think I paid like $110, but I was absolutely more than fine with that. It is a fantastic game on the PSP. This is one that I have played via emulation, and it is great.
Like, it's funny because there's two games since we started the channel that you've been talking about, and this was one of them. So I'm fucking delighted. I'm delighted you managed to pick this up at a fucking good price as well.
It is a really good price. I was very happy with it. So, another one is another NIS America thing. So this is Phantom Brave. I've not heard of this game. This is purely because it looked like Weeby and it had the characters on it, and it was like $30. I think I got him down. Most of these I didn't pay what the ticket price was. I paid like a little bit under. But again, it's another game that I haven't seen. I'm guessing this is an American exclusive because this definitely didn't come out over here. And I just remembered that I said it was an NIS America, which means that it is an American exclusive.
There you go.
So there you go. Another one from Pink Gorilla Games. Now, do you remember, Graham, you'll be able to back me up on this, that when I seen this, I picked it up purely because it looked cool, but the lassie behind the counter knew everything about this game, and I couldn't even tell you what it's called.
Aye.
Do you remember this?
You were like, I'm just going to pick this game up because it's a PSP game that I've never seen before, and she's like, oh, this is like this, and blah, 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 blah. And she just rattled off information about like fucking wiki.
According to the label, it's called Monster Hunter Diary Poker Pock Eru Village. So
well done.
I tried. I tried. But it honestly is a really, really good game, apparently. So she tells me. Do you remember? No, do you remember? She was like, "Oh my god, yeah, I love this game." And I paid $6 for it, so I was happy for that.
Aye.
The next one on the list is another PSP game that, surprisingly, I paid very little for. Now, I was expecting this to be a lot more expensive because over here, this game is a nightmare to get your hands on. It's expensive, and that's Seven Wonders of the Ancient World. Just basically a puzzle game on the PSP. Paid $8 for it. I think I actually did pay ticket price for that one.
Is that a protector as well?
It's got like a little protector thing on it. I don't know. It's sealed as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's got a little cellophane wrap on it. So,
yeah, well, it's actually factory sealed, or it's just been wrapped up.
I'm just looking to see if I can see the PSP logo on it now. I didn't actually know that until just now. No, I think it's been resealed. Okay. I don't know actually. It looks pretty clean. I wouldn't like to say. Either way, I thought that was a fantastic little buy for $8. Again, this game costs a fair old amount over here. So to find that for so cheap, I was happy. And like I said, it's sealed and protected. So yeah, very happy with that. Right, next up on my lists, we'll continue going. So one of the things that I spotted over in Portland was this little UMD case thing. Again, you can never have too many of these if you have loose PSP games. And I forgot this until the other day when I was just looking to make sure that there were no games in there. And I remembered I put another game that I picked up for the PSP in here, which was I don't know whether this is like a special edition type thing of Mirage. Not Mirage, what's it called? Bloodlines, sorry. Assassin's Creed Bloodlines.
Very cool.
So yeah, just a cool little knick-knack that I found. So I remembered that was in there, so I was very happy with that. Because that was the idea of a lot of this sort of stuff over there, was I wanted to try and make sure that I picked up stuff that I wouldn't necessarily see over here, or is quite hard to even find over here. So following on from that, I also got a little PSP case to put my UMDs in, so it just flicks open.
Very cool.
These things are actually really handy. Like I said, I have a lot of like loose games and things like that, so very, very cool to have, and your games are protected, so that was great. Lucas, one of our friend Mel's boyfriend, was getting rid of some PlayStation 4 games, and he said, anyone want them? I went, yeah, go on, I'll have them. So I got Call of Duty. I mean, yeah, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Madden 16, just because, you know, American football on the PlayStation. Why not?
Can't complain.
A baseball game, The Show 16.
The Show.
16 was a good day. Good year. And Battlefield 4. I remember you saying you liked this game. So, yeah. So, one of the days we went to Goodwill in Portland. We had a nice little track, didn't we? You, me, and Rob. We went down to Goodwill. And I was looking through, and there was like a bunch of old controllers and different things like that. I went through and I found this little guy. I found this PlayStation 1 controller that's looking pretty beat up, pretty manky, and the buttons were all a bit thing. So I saw this as a really cool little project. So I am actually going to be doing a video on restoring this very soon. And try and bring it back to its former glory. So I picked that up while I was over there, and I also picked up another little PlayStation cable, because to be honest with you, these things are prone to breaking, so you can never really have too many. So yeah, picked that up for nice and cheap.
So this is day 2 of the expo for me now. And again, these were just 2 games that I picked up because they're NTSC exclusives, one of which Oren is fucking obsessed with. But it's Elmo's Let Adventure. Oh. Aye, random as fuck, I know. But I saw it and it's an NTSC exclusive, and I was like, you know what, I'll pick it up. It'll be something. And then to continue with the extreme sports, there's Razor Scooter, but this was like a Blockbuster exclusive, I think, and it's still got the old Blockbuster sticker on it.
Oh wow.
Which I thought was very cool. Oh, and they're randomly labelled as well. Like all the games I got were like labelled, which is awesome.
Hey.
So, Razor Scooter, Elmo's Adventure, NTSC exclusives. I wanted to pick them up. Razor's actually alright. It's very not serious. Very childish. But it's good. It's easy.
Yeah, nothing wrong
I
with
don't think you can follow in it, which is weird. But, so there we go. That was 2 NTSC exclusive N64 games. Right, I've got 2 left, so if you want to do your 2, I'll do my 2. Or do you want to do bang, bang, bang?
Bang, bang, bang.
Alright, go for it. Right, because your last ones are the big ones.
Right, so I've got 2 left now. 2. One of which was something that, again, was an American exclusive that I was looking for. And I said to you on the way over, if I see this, I'm going to buy it. I saw it, and then I didn't buy it. Initially. And then KB was with me at the time, and he was like, yo, man, you should get it. This is a great price. You should. Oh, my God, yes, do it. So that is the Sega Nomad. I picked up a Sega Nomad. So the Nomad never came up over I came out over here. What?
This is fucking...
What are you laughing at?
It's fucking ridiculous.
I love it. I think it's great. So I bought this game as well, the 6-in-1, just to have. But it's a really cool little system, and I am going to be doing some projects with this soon enough as well. So I can't wait. And yeah, it's a cool little handheld, man. And I didn't pay a bad price at all. I paid $250 for that.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Nah, they go for a lot more.
I know they go for it. I know they go for decent money, but they're fucking shit. Just because it's worth a lot of money doesn't mean it's fucking good.
I don't know. This is great. I enjoy
fucking
messing about with
garbage.
This, so yeah.
Oh my
No
god!
bother
Having never
whatsoever.
played it, I've only played Sega, but I know it's fucking garbage. You go done. You go fuck.
It's not.
It's the same guy
garbage.
who was like, "Oh, there's that fucking guy." You know, add a zero at the end, and he'll buy it. And he was like, "Oh, it's 200,
Stop
250." So when we were in Seattle, we went to Pink Gorilla and we done a good game challenge. Link somewhere. So I got Ghosts and Goblins for the NES.
That's right.
Hardest game ever, arguably, and it's fucking amazing. So I picked that up. And to continue with the day one purchase, I rounded it off by buying Snake's Revenge, which is Metal Gear 2. And then, this is something we didn't get over here with the Nintendo Power thing, but I got the top secret password player guide to Pink Gorilla. Mind, I got the free sticker. She was like, grab a sticker. And you didn't get offered a sticker.
No. No. Another time where Graham got something for free and I didn't. Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. You forgot to...
I know, I've got to put this on the list down. So when I was chatting up John Riggs, he was like, oh, here, why don't you take this? And he gave me one of these amazing one-up cards. So I'm not gonna use this because I got that. Bye. We were in Pink Gorilla, the 3 things I got, and I'm delighted I got this because this is something I always saw on, like, you know, fucking what's it called, the Game Chasers, and like all these like American game hunting ones. They always come across these, and you're like, oh, I've already got one. So when I came across it, I was like, fuck, I need to get it. And I've read through it twice, and it's amazing because I fucking love cheat books. Oh, it's so fucking good. It's just nostalgia. It's just absolutely fucking drenched with nostalgia. It's amazing. So that concludes my pickups for the States.
Cool. Right, so while they were I did pick up a lot of PSP games. There was 2 games when I went over that I was seriously hunting for. And again, Graham can vouch for me. I've been speaking to him about these 2 games for the whole time we've been speaking. And the one was Hexy's Force, which again I found at a later date. But then I came across the golden nugget. So when we went to TOTL Games, they actually had just the PSP game, but none of the box art or anything like that. So I was like, do you remember I nearly bought it? And I was like, I'll wait and see and hope for the best. Yeah. So I went around the expo, and the first day I didn't see it. It was the second day. I saw Kenzie and Bob. They were like, it was one of those times where I just died off. And I was looking for PSP games just frantically. And I bumped into Bob and Kenzie, and we were just walking around, and all of a sudden, there it was. It was like glowing. It was like, I was like, there it is. There it is. I nearly knocked everything over to try and get at this game. And I was like, can I buy that, please? And the guy was like, yeah, not a problem.
Okay.
And I found it. The big box version of Oath of Folgana. Now, this game has eluded me for so long because it's the last one I needed in the Ease sort of games, the big box games for PSP. And do you know what? Honestly, I've had my eye on ones on eBay, and they go for a lot more than that, let me tell you. And I have been looking for like a decent copy. This is sealed, okay? This is literally factory sealed. And I am absolutely delighted. So it was worth it.
Are you going to open it?
Am I hell? It's one of those things. It's one of those things. I don't know. I might do one day. If I'm feeling fruity. But to be honest with you, I've got E7, I think, is sealed as well. And I haven't opened that. But
you know what we should do?
Go on.
We should do like 1,000 subscriber special. So we get like 1,000 subs. You open that, and I'll open something sealed I've got here.
That. Do you know
I've got
what?
nothing on the same. I've got nothing on the same level as that. But like, I'll find something.
Do you know what? I tell you what. I'll do that. So tell your friends, tell your family, subscribe to DRT, and we will get this bad boy opened at 1,000 subscribers. Okay. Fuck yeah. That's a deal.
There's only like 467 left to go.
Exactly. It's not a lot. Really. But I will open it.
Praying, like, can't wait.
I will open it at 1,000 subscribers.
Awesome.
So there you go.
There you go. And that's everything you picked up.
So, yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. And like I said, there will be some more content coming on all of these things because there is a ton that I want to talk about here as well in separate videos and things like that. So keep an eye on the channel. Stay subscribed if you haven't been subscribed yet. And there's plenty of good stuff coming around. I don't know why the hands are doing that.
Just please like, subscribe, comment. If you're not following us already, please follow us. We've got Instagram, Discord, Facebook. No, we've not got Facebook. What have we got? Instagram, TikTok, Discord,
Twitter.
We've got some socials. Oh, Twitter. I keep forgetting about that.
You keep forgetting about Twitter.
I keep forgetting about the fucking Twitter. Or X.
Twitter for the artist known as X, formerly known as Twitter.
Twitwat.
Yeah.
But Portland was a fucking, or just America in general was a fucking hootenanny. I loved it. The only thing that I was going to show in the pickups, but they've long since gone, are my Golden Grahams.
Your Golden Grahams are in your Grahams.
They're well gone. They've been turned into poop.
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that I brought home that's already gone. My root beer's gone. All my snacks are gone. Yeah, they didn't last long at all.
If any American is watching this and they want to send me a care package that's like a metric ton of Golden Grahams, I'll set up a PO box and you can post them over to me and I'll send you nudes in return.
Yeah, definitely.
Semi-nudes.
Make it happen.
Tasteful nudes. Artful nudes.
Yeah.
But that's it. Anything else to add?
No, thank you everyone for watching. Catch you next time.
See you in the next one. Bye for now.